しさ恋の夢の足名さえも見下ろしている一ぶつかり合う交差点の中すれ違う二人あなたに会った振り返るあなたに
This old boat seems to be sustaining a lot more damage since you joined the crew, Blaine. She seems to be spending most of her time in the shop now.
Ah, stop complaining, Mac. We've all got a job to do.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Landy. I like it. I wouldn't want it any other way. The only chance me and the old Blue Earth get to spend any time together is when she's down here in dry dock.
Attention! Attention Space Knights! Report on the double to Com 1 for a briefing from Commander Jameson.
Not again. That man's got more briefings than the sun's got spots.
Com 1, pronto!
Out of the way, Balzac. Coming through.
Pardon us!
Hey, where's the meltdown?
Watch out! Don't you know enough to clear the corridor during an alert?
Sorry, next time I'll scrunch into a little ball and bounce out of the way.
What's the flying parade all about?
That is the convoy from Io, one of Jupiter's moons. 12 beta transports carrying supplies vital to our defense. Food, metal ore, and something that may prove even more valuable.
Wait, Commander, those are betas out there? Those ships are designed for docking at the orbital space ring, not for coming down and landing on the planet.
If those ships try a belly landing on Earth, we could end up with a crater big enough for the moon and then some.
Unfortunately, Mac, we haven't any choice now. They took off from their development base on Io before the space ring was occupied by the invaders. We informed them of the risk they were running, but they decided to proceed regardless. Not surprising, considering the convoy is commanded by Dr. Silas Random, one of the most determined and courageous men I've ever known.
Sir, exactly how are the Space Knights involved in this?
People, your orders for this mission have been issued by the President himself. Rendezvous with the convoy and secure its cargo at all costs. In fact, your only objective is to see that those supplies make it down to the planet. Your lives and the lives of the transport crews are to be considered expendable.
Kamikaze mission. Terrific. Star, signal the convoy our rendezvous point in the asteroid belt. And please, don't forget to transmit in some kind of code. I prefer not to have any spider crabs showing up to crash our party. That's something I could live without. Got it?
Ringo, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous.
Convoy's responding, but on an open channel, and they're not transmitting in code.
What?
Look at that thrust. She's purring like a kitten. Well, I have to admit, I didn't know she had it in her.
Silas, you always were one for lost causes, weren't you, my old friend? Lonelier and more hopeless, the better.
Gentlemen, I have come here one last time to beg you to vote this plan down. If you vote to establish this Allied military command, the generals will be answerable to no one. They'll be free to deplete the Earth's resources to fuel their war machines. The environmental destruction of the planet will accelerate. Gentlemen, I ask you, if we give these military men what they want, what sort of planet will we be left with? What is the point of having a strong army to defend our world if it's been turned into a lifeless ball of dust?
Spoken like a true man of science, Dr. Random. Very eloquent, very profound, but unfortunately without any basis in reality whatever. And a waste of time. Why go blathering on when the question's already been decided?
What do you mean?
Sorry, Dr. Random. I really should have mentioned it before. The Council already voted on the military's proposal. It was approved overwhelmingly. And having accomplished that, this Council's duties are hereby at an end. Lieutenant Jameson?
Jameson, even you.
I'm sorry, Silas. I'll never forget that look in your eyes, as if we'd all betrayed you. A betrayal so deep it drove you to abandon everything. even your own planet.
No, Papa, take me with you! Take me with you!
Someday you'll come with me, I promise.
It's true then, Silas. You're really going.
Yes, this planet's fate has been sealed. The future lies elsewhere. You know, I've always felt that we could establish a colony on Io. Now's the time to try it. Don't worry, darling, it won't be long. As soon as it's safe, I'll send for both of you. Until then, you've got to be strong. And I'm expecting you to look after your mother, you hear?
I will.
Goodbye.
And now you've returned to rescue the planet you abandoned all those years ago.
So far, so good. No bogeys on my screen. How about you, Star? Your screen clear too?
Yeah.
Great. Guess they didn't pick up the convoy's uncoded signal. Looks like we lucked out. They must have been tuning into the salsa station.
Very funny.
From all I've heard of Dr. Random, he's not the type to make mistakes like that. If you ask me, it's almost like he wants them to hear what we're up to.
There they are. Convoy 1, open your docking bay, please.
Welcome, Blue Earth. You're clear for docking.
Docking sequence completed. Hangar bay doors secure.
The name's Ringo, sir. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Star.
Blade. This is Blade, Doctor. Don't mind him. He's kind of new to the team, and his manners aren't quite the best.
Well, not being a military man, I prefer a handshake to a salute. I hope you don't mind. Welcome.
Am I right in assuming you're the only one on board, sir?
Yes, completely alone. Each one of these transports is being piloted by a crew of one. But don't look so worried. That doesn't mean you won't be well looked after. For instance, how about a nice hot cup of tea? I'm sorry I had to transmit on an open channel. I know it's risky.
That's putting it mildly, Doctor.
Oh, well, couldn't be helped, I'm afraid. We've been having radio trouble. You see, since passing through the Van Allen belt, we lost the use of our coded frequencies.
The Van Allen belt, huh? On every radio in the convoy?
Yes, strangely enough. Though we cultivated these plants on Io, they should thrive on Earth. In time, they'll produce enough to feed millions of people.
What's in that weird container up there?
That is the Doomsday device. A little surprise we developed in our laboratory.
A surprise? For the Venomoids or us?
It could prove of major significance in winning this war.
The commander hinted you had something big on board. What is it exactly?
For obvious reasons, it's classified. You'll just have to trust me on this one, guys. Convoy 1 to all transports. Remember, I have the D device aboard. Should we meet the enemy, it is essential that this ship get through.
I sure wish he'd stop transmitting on an open channel.
His radio's damaged. He has no choice.
I don't know. Something about this random guy strikes me funny. He's way too calm and collected for my taste. I'm not nuts about tea either, come to think of it.
Is that what you base your suspicions on?
This D device. If this gizmo's so darn important, how come we've never even been briefed on it, huh? I mean, come to
Help
think
me out, Blade. Ringo's getting paranoid again.
I'm not so sure he is.
Well, what a surprise. They found us.
Get to the hangar. We've got to launch the Blue Earth.
Open the doors, Doc. We're out of here.
So many of them. Good. It's working.
Hope you're feeling frisky, kid, because it looks like everybody and his aunt Patooty's out there.
Technobots, power on! Open the interlock chamber.
plenty. He can't handle them all.
Look, the doctor's ship's on the move.
The D device has got to get through.
What sort of game is Random playing? He's breaking formation. I'm going after him.
Don't even think of it. Maintain your position or Blade will be overwhelmed.
But, sir...
Negative. Let me worry about Dr. Random. This is a coded frequency. I'm surprised you're able to receive it.
Our radios seem to be working fine now. One of the explosions must have jogged the circuits.
You can't fool me, Silas. I know what you're up to, and I must say I'm glad to see you helping the Allied Command again.
What? You must be mad if you believe I'm doing this for that bunch of militaristic megalomaniacs.
Tell me why, then.
You don't have to wear a uniform to be a patriot, Jameson. I'm doing this for the Earth.
It's too horrible. He wanted it to happen, didn't he, Commander? He thought if they concentrated on him, the rest of the convoy could safely get through to the planet.
Yeah! Dr. Random! Dr. Random, are you all right?
No, Blade. I'm very far from all right.
I'll have you out of here in no time, sir.
Don't bother. Too late for that. But there is something that you must do. You've got to pilot this transport and make sure she gets through the Earth's atmosphere. The friction of re-entry will set off an explosive device I've planted on board her.
Destroying the ship and all the spider crabs along with it.
All of them's being very optimistic, but at least a good number. You'll have to admit my little invitation seems to have provoked quite a response.
So all that talk about a D device was just bait to lure them to you.
I wanted to be sure the convoy got through safely.
So you sacrificed yourself.
I want you to have this. I'm tired. So tired.
Doctor!
Poor Dr. Random. And to think you suspected him of being up to no good.
Okay, I was wrong about him, and I'm sure I'll feel rotten about it tomorrow, but right now we've got a convoy to protect.
Its shields aren't up and Blade's still on board.
Except for one.
Dr. Random ship.
Did anyone see Blade? He got off in time, right?
Stop panicking, Maggie. I'm sure he's all right. Which is more than I can say for Dr. Random.
Meanwhile, at the landing point, a detachment of troops from the Allied Military Command scour the heavens with anxious eyes.
There they are, sir. 10 o'clock. And they've got an escort. I think it's the Blue Earth.
Sergeant, have everyone standing by and ready to unload those transports.
Yes, sir.
The convoy ought to be touching down in about 60 seconds.
Mac, why haven't we had any word from Blade? Where is he?
Now, Lassie, calm down. Whether he's all right or not, there's nothing we can do about it. Just keep your fingers crossed and hope for the very best.
Oh, Mac, if he doesn't come back, I'll never forgive him.
It worked, Commander. The convoy is safe. The water cushioned their landing.
With military precision, the troops begin unloading the transports of their precious cargo. Food for the hungry, equipment for the devastated factories of Earth, and those brave crew members injured in the descent. All the while, the Space Knights wait anxiously for some sign of their missing comrade.
I gotta believe he made it. That kid's indestructible.
Uh-huh. The Technobot! Are you all right?
Compliments on a job well done. I've just spoken with military command, and they're very satisfied with the results.
Enough of the supplies got through all right?
Yes, indeed. Losses were minimal. Some damage here and there, but considerably less than expected. All in all, the whole operation went off much better than we could have expected.
And casualties, Captain? How many were there?
Nothing to speak of. One man on the critical list, but that's about it. Only one man in the hospital. We might have had a lot more.
Hold on.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? What'd you hit me for?
No big deal, huh?
Blade, what's wrong?
That was one man too many.